Shane O'Mac is back. Drew defending his title in Elimination Chamber. Charlotte Lacey feud continues. And Bad Bunny is more important than Aleister Black. All that and more coming up on the Wrestle Story. Welcome back to the Wrestle Story. We messed up and our didn't roll like it was supposed to. We are back. How you doing, John L?
Welcome to the Wrestle Story where we messed up.
Yeah. John Elliott, how's it going?
Hey, how's it? Yeah, how's it going? Our chat isn't showing up either.
Well.
Oh wait, yes it is, but it's hard to read.
Well, I changed the colors.
Well, I hate to inform you, but I kind of dislike the colors.
I like the colors.
I'm sorry. I kind of dislike it. I feel like it's
Monday
too much.
Night Raw put me to sleep. How you doing, Scott?
Can't disagree.
Shane O'Mac is back. Back again.
Guys, this show.
Hello, James. How's it going?
This show.
I thought it was okay.
This show. Nothing happened on it.
Well, there was a lot that happened.
But there was
Maybe not what you wanted to have happen, but there was a lot that happened.
I just don't know, dudes. I'm just blah 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 blah.
How you doing, Jared?
So, shall we get into it? I think we shall, because, well, there's a lot of nothing to talk about, but there's a lot of nothing to talk about. So let's get into it.
So, on this show, we're going to talk about a lot of nothing.
Yes. So.
Yeah.
Get ready.
Welcome to the Wrestle Story where we are perfectly imperfect. We are good at being imperfect. So, yes. I can't wait for Shane O'Mac, or Shane McMahon, sorry. See. I just call him Shane O'Mac, so. Shane McMahon to win the WWE title at WrestleMania.
Got your Shane O'Mac hat.
Thoughts on the Gorilla Glue girl?
What?
I don't know what he's talking about.
What?
What
Scott.
the hell was that with the opening segment? You had Shane, what, like 5 minutes? Yeah, it's a good question. Good question, John.
I don't know what the heck the Gorilla Glue girl is.
I don't know either.
I like to think that I'm pretty on top of things when it comes to
Is
the
he talking to you?
But, no.
Oh.
But, you got me next.
See, now, okay. Get started. I'm going to check out the Gorilla Glue girl, because now he's going to...
I would just look it up on Twitter, because it's probably on Twitter.
Yeah, that's
Why
what I'm
is this
looking
not working?
Well, because it's like flying around like 100 miles an hour.
Fast.
You got the fastest mouse in the West.
Why, though? Why? Why is it doing that? Anyways, hey, folks. Woohoo! What Maven, you were not impressed with... Dude, I legitimately cannot read this chat on this red box. What Maven, you were not impressed with Ric Flair's DJT shuffle down to the ring. Oh, the Donald J. Trump. Down to the ring. Man. A woman put Gorilla Glue in her hair. I don't know. That's probably not good. I'm just gonna take a guess. So, we start off Raw with Adam Pearce. Yay. He then welcomes Shane McMahon. And...
What? So, they like formed a GoFundMe?
Shane
What?
announced...
A GoFundMe, they had a $1,500 goal and it's $12,225. Are you kidding me? I'm putting Gorilla Glue in my hair and posting it on Twitter.
No, you're not. You're not going to do that.
And created a GoFundMe.
No, you're not.
So all of you out there, I'm going to have a GoFundMe tomorrow because there's going to be Gorilla Glue on my head.
No, there's not, because we're going to hide all the Gorilla Glue. So, no. I don't even know that we have Gorilla Glue. No, we're not doing that. Not at all.
She's going to sue Gorilla Glue. Well...
Why
she can pay for it with what she's getting from the...
No, but why would you... Huh? That makes... Sorry, to go off topic real quick, before we get into Raw, that makes absolutely no sense because it's her fault. She put the Gorilla Glue in her hair. How is she going to sue the company for her mistake?
Well, because that's what stupid people... Well, maybe that's what smart people do. I'm going to put Gorilla Glue on my head and sue somebody.
I don't get it. That makes no sense. Legitimately makes no sense. Okay, anyways. Raw's actually good, and you're gonna have to read it because I can't read the comments because they're on the page.
Mr. G, I hate to break it to you, but you do not have hair to put Gorilla Glue in. Well, I just put it on top of my head then. You can start a GoFundMe for anything. But like, because she went to the hospital, like, so they're gonna try and cover her funds, like. It was your stupidity for putting Gorilla Glue in your head!
That's what I'm saying, though, so it legitimately makes no sense to be all like, I'm suing the company.
That's her fault, not the company. It is, but, you know, if there's no disclaimer on it that says, do not put this in your hair, she'll probably win the lawsuit. She ran out of hairspray.
So the next best thing is put Gorilla Glue in your hair.
I ran out of hairspray, let me grab my Gorilla Glue. What?
It makes no sense. Anyways,
not only can I not, I can't even rub the stuff in my hair anymore. My fingers are stuck.
Oh man. Okay. Adam Pearce.
Sorry, people that came in to watch our Raw, recap.
Scott
talked about the Gorilla Glue. The Gorilla Girl.
No, the Gorilla Glue.
The girl that put Gorilla. You know what I'm trying to say. Try and say that like 3 times fast.
Gorilla.
I can't say it 1 time slow.
This show is already off to an epic start. Oh man.
She's gonna lose her scalp. Well, she obviously doesn't have a brain, so it's not protecting anything.
Adam Pearce, he welcomed Shane McMahon out for Shane McMahon to then announce that we're getting Drew McIntyre defending the WWE Championship in the Elimination Chamber. It's going to be Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton versus Jeff Hardy versus AJ Styles versus The Miz versus Sheamus. And I'm still trying to figure out why I'm still trying to figure out why Shane was out there and what the purpose of that was. But
he's gonna get involved.
Whatever. So
this is just a preview of Shane being back.
So
Mr. G means the girl who put Gorilla Glue on her head, guys.
Yeah, that's what he was trying to say.
I appreciate you typing that out and translating that for me, John Lee, because I was having trouble like saying it.
Oh man.
Be right back. I'm gonna put Gorilla Glue in my hair. Scott, I've seen pictures of you. You have no hair. Unless those really aren't pictures of you.
So, I have a couple questions about this Elimination Chamber thing. Question 1. Why are 5 guys? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 guys getting a title shot after Edge just won the Royal Rumble and went through 29 people, in which those 5 guys were in the Rumble, to then... I'm just a little bit confused. Like, why we're doing this.
Well, this just ties into the one big question, because there's no other questions that matter outside of the one big question. Why is Drew McIntyre in a stupid Elimination Chamber match and the title on the line?
Well, that was one of my other questions that I had.
That's the big question. That's the only question that needs to be answered.
The other question I have...
You know, that just needs to be solved and figured out.
The other question I have is, why is Miz in this match? Okay, well, first off, why is Jeff Hardy in this match? Jeff Hardy hasn't done jack squat to do anything to get into this match. He's been irrelevant for the last 6 months. So, yeah, I don't quite understand that. But you have The Miz, who is Mr. Money in the Bank, and, like, say he, like, won the title, so then, like, what do you do with the Money in the Bank briefcase? Does he, like, cash it in on himself? Or, like, what? Because, like, It makes no sense. It makes legitimately
no sense at all.
No sense.
I agree.
Like, none of this makes sense.
No, it doesn't.
And Adam Pearce is like, yeah, we're just building this up to, like, we wanted to make the main event of Elimination Chamber as big as it possibly could be.
Yeah.
And, like, no, you ding dong. You just confused everybody.
Yeah, I'm confused by it. It's just like, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. The Miz does not deserve to be in the Elimination Chamber.
It just doesn't make sense.
I don't know why he's in it. He's got the Money in the Bank. He can cash in anytime he wants to.
It just doesn't make sense.
Edge is cheated. Scott, the jury is still out on that. We're waiting for a recount. And
There'll probably be several of them.
if it doesn't happen, then the whole thing was rigged. And that's how Edge won.
They better not give Lacey the title.
James, I got news for you. Lacey is winning the title.
And I'm going to talk about that in a minute. Hey,
Hello, Jack. How you doing?
What is up, dude? Tenny here, Shane McMahon, they're all former WWE champions. Okay, like, I don't really care, though. Like, whatever. It doesn't make a difference. It still doesn't make any sense, though. Like, it doesn't make sense.
Why did Miz and company look like extras from the Miami Vice? Well, you see, because Bad Bunny, okay? I'm going to explain this, okay? Bad Bunny, they're trying to tie into the Latino fan base, okay? With a huge Latino fan base down in Miami, they thought if they did the Miami Vice theme, that, you know, oh, wow, check this out. Miami Vice is on WWE Raw. Let's check it out. And it's Bad Bunny.
I love your logical thinking there.
Yeah.
Miz cashed in and loss confirmed. Quick booking. Drew wins the chamber match. Sheamus versus Drew at Fastlane. Drew wins. Shane McMahon attacks Drew after. Drew versus Shane at Mania. Shane McMahon wins and Miz cashes in. The sad thing is that I could see it happening.
Scott, don't throw out ideas like that every day. Okay.
The match proves that WWE has no clue what they are doing. Yep, precisely. Why former champs, though, you could have had...
Jeez?
I don't know. Up-and-comers like Ricochet, John Morrison, Keith Lee, Riddle, Ali, of all people.
Whoa, just a second, Johnny Lee. Whoa, back up. I was hoping for Bad Bunny.
That's what I said after this was announced. I was like, I'm really surprised that Bad Bunny was not involved in this match because, I mean, like, Bad Bunny would probably walk out with the belt.
He should be the #1 contender.
He should. For all titles.
All of them.
Everything. All of them. And he should win all of them.
Yeah.
And then he can have, like, this big, thing of, like, oh, I'm, the first, I'm great.
Yeah, bring Snoop Dogg in, too, and he could go for one of them. Just
they gotta make it even. He's gotta go to AEW.
Oh, yeah, they probably wouldn't let him in because he's AEW. That's how we're going to get the crossover.
Because he's going to be all like, I'm winning all the AEW titles, and I'm going to walk to WWE and win all those titles, too.
I was wrong. It's not going to be Edge going to AEW this week. It's going to be Snoop Dogg coming to Raw next week.
Oh, man.
That match proves that WWE has no clue what they're doing. Yes. 100% agree.
Yep.
Jeff Hardy was a world champ back in the day, and he's probably going to do 2 or 3 things. He's going to be put back in after all this is over. I think Jeff Hardy just as well be nothing, because that's pretty much how they're treating him. Bow Wow is also signed by WWE according to his Twitter. I did see something about that.
I don't even know who Bow Wow is, but whatever.
Him and Bunny.
Bow
Wow versus Bunny. Bad Bunny. WrestleMania
Why do they all
main
have
event.
weird names?
It's going to be the main event.
Bow Wow versus Bad Bunny. Wow.
Please, no more bad. Jared, what are you saying, man? He's like the whole show.
Oh, jeez.
Bad Bunny is the show.
Actually, that doesn't say Bad Bunny. That says Bad Bunt.
Whatever. And then he said Bunny down below.
Whatever.
Bad Bunt, it doesn't make any difference. It's the same thing. I'd rather see the Bad Bunt guy come out. Yeah, Mr. G, I totally forgot about Bad Bunny. Johnny Lee, how did you forget about Bad Bunny? He's like the star of the show.
Can't forget.
He's a rapper, Maven.
Well, I figured that much, but, like, such weird names. Anyways.
If not all champs, why not put Austin or Punk in the Elimination Chamber? Jack, don't give him any ideas. Because we're not there yet.
Not quite.
Somebody could get hurt. Somebody could stub their toe. Someone could pull both quads coming to the ring. You never know. Release Jeff and let him go to AEW. 100% agree. I think he'd be better off there. Why he signed a contract extension is beyond me.
I don't even think he signed a contract extension. I think it was they extended his contract when he was injured.
That might have been.
That's what I think it was. But I could be wrong. Maybe he did sign and
release Bad Bunny. Scott, they're not releasing him. He's bringing in ratings.
Why would they? And he's had some of the highest selling T-shirts on the WWE shop in the last week.
Yeah.
Okay then. Why the heck is Asuka facing Lacey, and why does Ric Flair turn bright red when he talks? Scott, I asked that exact same question. The second one. Why does Ric Flair turn bright red when he talks? Because that's yeah. I absolutely asked that exact same question.
Well, let me explain to you what happens. Rick starts to talk. He's an old dude. The oxygen stops flowing to the brain. So therefore, we get the redness of the face. And once he stops talking, the oxygen starts to flow again, so we lose the redness in the face.
Oh,
that's my professional doctor's opinion.
Cool. Bow Wow was in Like Mike, Maven.
She's never seen Like Mike.
I don't know. Yeah. So that really helps me out.
Yep, doesn't help her.
This is Ric Flair.
Sorry to go off topic. James, when did you go off topic?
I thought Rick was gonna trip coming to the ring. Dude, the way he was walking, that's the other thing that Mrs. G and I were literally sitting there watching him, and we were like,
I gotta move my chair up here.
what is this, like,
Oh, that went down.
like, what the heck, dude? Like, he's, like, shuffling down the ramp, like...
At least he wasn't doing this.
Oh, man. I don't know, dude. So, yeah. Shane then leaves, and AJ comes out, and AJ is like, Pierce, you're great. And then it's like, but you're not. And then Jeff Hardy comes out, and we get Shane and Drew backstage, and Drew's like, well, I would have appreciated a heads up, but, like, I kind of wanted to face Sheamus at Elimination Chamber. And Shane is like, well, it doesn't matter what you think! So, we then go back to AJ and Jeff, and they're fighting each other now in a match. And Styles won.
I missed your previous comment, James. What'd you say?
Back at the top, I think.
Let's see here. James.
Keep it moving.
James.
Keep it moving to the top.
James. They better not give Lacey
I
the
don't
title.
think that's it. Keep it moving, keep it moving, keep it moving. Ah, that one. I think.
Raw is actually good, and James is not doing good. Worried about my mom. She's in the hospital, and my hatred for my brother and my niece not doing more for her. I know what you're saying, James. I know what you're saying.
So.
Sometimes family can be messed up. Well, I hope your mom gets better.
Hey, Observing Stuff, what is up?
How's it doing, Observing Stuff?
How you doing? So yeah, what your thoughts on this, AJ, Jeff?
I mean, I'm cool with it because it's a match. I don't know why we had to have AJ and Jeff fight each other right now. They're going to be in Elimination Chamber. I suppose if you want to try and build something towards Elimination Chamber, then do this. But other than that, I don't know why this was... I mean, again, if they had stuff like this for filler around storylines, I would be cool with it. If they did it, like, more often. Because then down the road, you could build stuff off of this. I mean, obviously, this probably has something to do with the fact that they're both going to be in an Elimination Chamber.
Why, yes, I would say so.
That's the only reason they were against each other.
Yeah.
But there was nothing, like there was no storyline to this other than right before they announce Elimination Chamber. I mean, they should have probably saved this match for next week.
Probably.
Because at least then it would have made, it wouldn't have been this, oh, I'm coming out and Jeff Hardy and I are going to have a match,
Yeah.
But I'm okay with matches like this that don't necessarily mean anything but could eventually lead to something.
So, AJ won. That was great. I liked Raw, so I guess you guys hated it.
Yes.
Okay, well, I didn't...
It was okay.
Well,
I didn't think it was bad.
Yeah, I kind of did. It's not that I hated it. I just felt like it really wasn't worth anybody's time because, like, nothing happened.
It's not that she hated it. She just hated it. It's not that she didn't like it.
Hate is such a strong word.
She just didn't like it.
It's
not that it was bad. It was just bad. It's not that it just wasn't good. Well, it just wasn't good. Mr. G is Ric Flair starting to become the Hulk. Yes, he's becoming the Red Hulk. No, he's not. It's the fact that the oxygen stops going to his brain when he starts talking. Which is why you see him stop.
Yep.
It's like he'll talk, and you'll notice he'll stop.
Yep.
That's to get the blood flow going back to the brain.
Yep. Bad Bunny and Damian Priest versus Morrison and Miz at Mania.
Agreed,
Yep.
filler matches, which I'm cool with. I don't mind these matches like this. You know, as I just don't like the impromptu. Oh, AJ and Jeff were just announced for the Elimination Chamber, and therefore let's just throw them in a match together. Like if you're gonna have them wrestle, like announce it like the week before. AJ and Hardy against one another. It doesn't need to be for anything. It's just, you know, they're gonna face each other. Then maybe we get a story out of it. Becky and Seth will run SmackDown. Well, they need to, because SmackDown is not ran very well. I think things happened on this Raw. I think there were some things that happened. I feel like Mr. G is being extra petty, salty tonight. Scott, I would never, ever, ever.
I don't know what his deal is, but he's being a bit different. Like, he's got more energy, or what? You took a nap this afternoon.
I did take a nap this afternoon.
That's probably what did it. So,
probably.
You know, he's like peppy, you know?
Yeah. Peppy.
Peppy, I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Mr. G. Yes. Don't you forget it either. Anytime you want some medical advice, ask Dr. Mr. G. Wouldn't that just be Dr. G? Because usually you don't say Dr. Mr.
Dr. Mr. G.
Like, I don't go to my doctor and, hey, Dr. Mr. I'd like to schedule an appointment with Dr. Mr. So-and-so.
Oh, man.
Plus, Nia Jax had both. Nia Jax.
Had my both of the night. What? Plus Nia Jax had my both of the night. Might be botch.
I don't know what Jack's saying. They had both of them of the night. So, like...
Botch, both, whatever. Same difference, right?
Yeah.
Right? It all means the same thing. Oh, man. Jeez. The Flair feud is dumb, and I didn't even watch the match. I played video games to kill time until the next match.
The Flair thing, I think, is good.
I'm going to talk about it in a second. We're almost there. But we have to get through Keith Lee and Matt Riddle first. So they're in the back. And Matt Riddle says he watched all the Air Buds in order to cheer himself up. You know, I haven't watched those movies in such a long time. We had, like, all of them on DVD.
What's that?
The Air Bud movies.
Oh, yeah.
Like, and it's been forever.
Yeah.
And so, yeah. Anyways, moving on. Keith Lee then, asked Riddle, or questioned Riddle about, his continued pursuit for the United States Championship. And then Riddle's like, well, Air Bud never quit, so I'm never gonna quit. And then Keith Lee says he has what it takes to beat Bobby Lashley for the United States Championship, and he also has what it takes to beat Riddle later that night. So, we're getting Keith Lee and Matt Riddle in a little bit. Also, the key point in this is Matt Riddle's black eye looks real nice. Like, real nice. Like, his under eye is, like, completely purple, and it's, like, kind of yellow out around the edges. It looks pretty nasty, but...
It does.
It also looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
So...
It does look nasty.
Anyways. That's just my appreciation for his,
let's see here.
His lovely-looking black eye.
6-man tag next week. All participants involved signed Teddy Long. I can see that happening, Scott. Like Spike. Ka-ching! Question. Who in the world put glue in their hair? Some lady apparently put glue in her hair. Not just glue, but Gorilla Glue.
Yeah. Regular glue would be a lot.
Apparently she was out of hairspray. And now she's got a GoFundMe to help, I don't know, cover a medical cost or something. And they were asking for like $1,500 and they've gotten $12,000. Like, are you kidding me? I'm going to put out like I said, I'm going to put something out there, like a GoFundMe, just, I stubbed my toe and it hurts really bad. And I might have to go to the doctor. So I need a GoFundMe to help cover my costs. Because I might go to the doctor and see what I can do. I haven't seen Air Bud movies since I was a kid. Dr. G, sir, is there vodka in that water? No, there's not.
Observing stuff. I saw the Gorilla Glue lady. Natural selection is all I'm gonna say. That's funny. Who punched Riddle in the eye? Nobody. It was the curb stomp he took from Seth Rollins at the Rumble. How he got a black eye from that, I don't know. His face really must have bounced off the apron. It looked harsh, but he has a nice black eye to, you know, to show his, how much Seth Rollins loves him.
Yes.
So,
Scott asked Dr. G, how do I get Gorilla Glue out of my hair? Scott, I'm going to say it again. I've seen pictures of you, unless those are fake, and you have no hair.
I hurt myself taking
So you don't have to worry about it.
I need to GoFundMe. Ah, man. So.
There you are. See, someone would pay for it.
So. We then have Sheamus who confronts Adam Pearce. And Sheamus is mad. He has the same problem that Ric Flair has. When he gets really angry and talks, his face gets all red. Like, he went red as like a tomato, dude.
Again, it's the oxygen flow stopping going to the brain because you're speaking, and the oxygen just stops flowing.
Mm-hmm. So, he's really angry, and he wants his one-on-one match with Drew. We then get the New Day versus Slapjack and T-Bar of Retribution, and that's great. New Day won. Good for them. We then have Damian Priest and Bad Bunny backstage, and that's even better. Can't wait. We then have Ric Flair and Lacey Evans. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, so Flair comes out very slowly, like real slow, and he says that Charlotte is probably the greatest right now, but Rick wants to be in the spotlight. Charlotte doesn't need him, but Lacey could use the help. Lacey begins to talk, but Charlotte comes out. Lacey just says she wants to learn from Rick, and she offers to be in a tag team with Charlotte. Charlotte declines, says, I already have a tag team partner, and that's Asuka. And then Charlotte challenges Lacey to match, and then Lacey took a cheap shot at Charlotte before accepting the match, and then we get Lacey versus Charlotte, in which Charlotte went bonkers on Lacey in the corner. She just like kept beating her up, and the ref was like, sorry, I gotta call this, like, it's over. It's a draw. Yeah, or not a draw. Lacey won. Sorry. You're disqualified or whatever. So, yeah, that's what this was. Lacey is going on to Elimination Chamber to fight Asuka. Lacey is going to beat Asuka because Asuka means nothing. The build-up to WrestleMania will be Asuka... No, just kidding. It'll be Lacey versus Charlotte for the title at Mania. That's what's happening in the Raw Women's division.
I agree.
So...
And Charlotte will win. Just saying.
I don't know. I don't even know where it would go, but whatever. They're going to fight at Mania.
I agree.
That's what's happening here, I think. It's been made pretty obvious that that is what's happening.
Somebody says, I'm surprised Riddle didn't heal from the Rumble. Usually athletes heal fast, especially ones that are very healthy.
Well, now when your face has been smacked off, it's
he had
nasty.
a wicked, yeah, it was wicked.
It's really purple, Man,
yeah.
it looked really cool though.
Sheamus dressed like a polka dancer tonight again. Yes. Yes, he did. Did you hear Xavier Woods say? I didn't hear him say that. Sheamus needs to get some sun. If he does, he'll die because he's a vampire. That wouldn't be good. Ric Flair may or may not have done cocaine, which would explain the red face. Jack says, a woman I worked with and didn't like her. She set up a GoFundMe to go on a holiday to New Zealand. She got annoyed and shouted at anyone that didn't donate.
So
mostly. I know holidays are expensive. So, Jack, are you the only one that didn't donate? Is that what you're saying?
People are stupid.
But who does that? Well, the thing is people will pay for it.
I don't get it. Why are people dumb?
Yeah.
Well, because... but why are people dumb? I truly don't understand it.
Lacey and Charlotte should be a tag team with the name of Flair Lace. Or how about Flairless?
don't either.
So Charlotte Flair will win again at WrestleMania. Just punch me in the face. But Scott, we wouldn't do that. Especially since you're talking about putting Gorilla Glue in your head to cover up the non-existent hair you have. Look, I'm taking shots at Scott here.
And that's why he said you're being petty. Anyways.
I'm in the same position. I don't have any hair, so what? Dude,
sorry?
you're pushing down on the table.
I'm putting my elbows on the table. My apologies.
Yes. I know, right? I should be able to make a GoFundMe just because I want more money. At least I would be being honest. I need $100. I'm going to start a GoFundMe just because I need $100.
Thanks.
Question then: Who will Charlotte lose the Raw Women's title to? That is a good question.
Don't know, but Charlotte is winning the title.
Becky.
Probably, yeah. I would say they do the whole Lacey Charlotte thing at Mania, and then I would say that if Becky's ready to come back at Mania, then after the Raw Women's title match, after Charlotte is left standing, she will come out and everybody will be all like, ah! And then she'll be like, I'm back. And then
back again.
Her first feud will be with Charlotte. It's an easy one to do. They like work together really well, and it'll be a surefire good match. So that would work.
Yeah. Lacey Evans versus Charlotte. It'll be something different for WrestleMania. It would be different. I mean, I'm cool with them. I'm cool with that match.
It's a big thing for Lacey,
and I like what they're doing with it. And I like the storyline. I like where they're going with it. So I'm cool with it.
Like I said, it would be a big deal for Lacey.
Yep. Only one. We were bad, but I'd fly her. Why I'd fly her anywhere? Mr. G throwing jabs. I'm trying, Scott. I'm trying. Let's all start a trend. Hashtag retire Tom Brady. James, he's going to wait till he has 15 Super Bowls that he's been to. So you're going to be stuck with him for at least 5 more years. Maybe Charlotte loses the title to Rhea.
Or they do that, and they just do a replay of, that, I guess. I was not a fan, but whatever.
Should it be Ric Flair versus Charlotte Flair at Mania? Yes, it should be. The problem is Rick would take so long to get to the ring, and they don't have that much time.
No, not at all.
Can I start a GoFundMe with the goal of $20? I don't feel like paying to put gas in my car this week. You could observing stuff, and you start with 20, and you may end up with 500. So you might have your gas covered for many, many weeks. Charlotte is not believable as a babyface. I don't know that she's a babyface. I kind of like what she's doing. Missouri sucks. I'm from here, and was disappointed watching the Super Bowl.
I didn't even watch the Super Bowl.
I'm sorry.
I don't care.
I watched it.
Football. The halftime show was okay. I saw clips. I didn't even watch it on television.
Yeah. She didn't watch it on television.
No, I just watched it on Twitter.
Yeah.
Through clips. That's all I needed. That's all I needed.
Tom Brady will break Ric Flair's record of championships. He might. He might be around that long. I know. He said he'll play past 45, or he's thinking about playing past 45. So he's got at least 2 more years. So I could see him going for the most titles ever in a professional sport, which I think is 11 by Bill Russell, I think.
Cool, good for him.
Gas is just $20. Where? Well, it depends on where you're at.
Yeah.
Our gas has went up like 30 cents in the last week, so.
Stuff's expensive.
The commercials were cool. Would guys rather have them announce the competitors in the chamber or have qualifying matches for the spots in the chamber? I would rather have the qualifying matches. Because it just means something.
Whatever.
It means a little more.
I don't really.
And you got time to do it.
Whatever.
I don't drive a truck, and my car takes unleaded gas. There we are, Jack. What the heck did the Weeknd's backup dancers have on their head? A jockstrap. That was their mask.
Oh, man. So, back to Raw. Edge. Cut a promo. I thought this was a rather good promo.
Yes.
Actually. So he says he plans to wait to until he knows who's in the Elimination Chamber before he will decide who he is going to fight at WrestleMania. And then Miz comes out with Angel Garza and John Morrison and tells Edge that he has the Money in the Bank briefcase. And Edge is like, dude, okay, wait a second. I am waiting to pick who I'm going to fight at WrestleMania. You, the buffoon, just came out here, told me that at WrestleMania you were going to cash in on me and win the title. You literally just told me your plan. So I'm going to be ready for it, you buffoon. Why did you do that? Like, you clearly don't know how this game is played. Clearly, you don't. I am superior than you. That's the way it is. Moving on. That was the promo. It was good. I thought he, totally roasted The Miz.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Definitely. Parts of the halftime show were blatantly pre-recorded. I hear a child yelling in the background. Yes, the 3-year-old just came upstairs and was, I don't know what he said.
Something?
He's probably tired because
he didn't take a nap today.
And he was up early.
Yeah.
After going to bed super late. I was up till 3 o'clock in the morning with him.
Yeah, because he's a cheesehead.
Because he didn't want to go to sleep.
Because he's a cheesehead.
Wait, I want to change my GoFundMe. Instead of $20 US dollars, I want 20 euros. Oh, that's funny. And Jack says that's me in the background squealing. Yes. Jack's in the background squealing.
So we then have Damian Priest versus Angel Garza. Why Angel Garza got involved all up in this, I don't even know, but whatever.
Because he's going to get involved with Bad Bunny or... But
why, though? Why?
I don't know.
Damian Priest
won. Futuristic.
So that's great. Damian Priest won. Good for him. This feud is really doing a lot for him, and I can't wait to see where he goes from here. We then have Drew McIntyre, and Drew is like, I don't understand why Sheamus threw away 20 years of friendship for a championship match. I would have just given it to him if he had asked me, but no, he went and had to kick me in the face. What a jerkwad. Then Drew is like, I'm not worried about that now. I'm worried about Randy Orton, because I'm fighting Randy Orton later in the main event in a non-title, no stakes involved match. So, that was that. We then get Lacey versus Asuka for the Raw Women's Championship announced for Elimination Chamber, and then we get a Bianca promo talking about fighting Asuka, but not fighting Asuka.
So in other words,
she's gonna pick Sasha.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I don't even know why we're doing this whole thing with who's she gonna pick? She's so clearly picking Sasha. It's not even funny. Why are we even pretending that she's gonna pick Asuka?
Yeah, I don't understand.
Because she's not. Just tell us. You can start building that now.
Well, I don't understand the whole trying to be suspenseful type stuff. It's like
because we already know
after, so it's pointless.
Exactly.
Sorry, I'm late. No problem, Futuristic. Cheesehead. I'm sure that means something. Yes, it's the Green Bay Packers. It's their fans, and I don't think he's a Green Bay Packer fan.
No,
Jack.
He's just a cheesehead. That's
to go along with your question. Didn't Angel Garza love Charlie Caruso? Yes. Now he's in love with Miz and Morrison, so he follows him to the ring and lays on the ropes while they stand next to him. And that other girl with blonde hair. Yes,
Demi Burnett.
Yes, they kicked her off the show, so she doesn't get to be on there anymore.
Precisely.
Yeah. Why is Asuka fighting Lacey? What did Lacey do to deserve a shot?
Well, you see, Scott, she beat Charlotte and or Asuka in some capacity 12 times over the last several weeks.
Well, I think it's going to tie back into the fact that Asuka and Charlotte are tag team partners, is what I think it's going to turn into.
Well, also, I think it maybe has to do with, I don't know, Rick pulling some strings to get the match. I don't know, they could tie that in there too. But I think it makes sense due to the fact that that she beat Charlotte and Asuka 17 times over the last couple weeks.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Yeah, I think that's what it boils down to. It was pretty frustrating being 3 years old. You can't walk right. You can't talk right. Then you got to make sure you don't pee yourself when you sleep. Tough times being a new human. He can walk pretty well. He can talk pretty well.
And he's done pretty good with not peeing himself.
He does parkour off my furniture. So we're beyond the walking stage. I now have to tell him, don't do that off the furniture because you're gonna break your leg. Or fall and break your head, or your arm, or something like that.
He could probably cut a pretty good promo too.
Yeah, cause he's got it down, man.
Yeah. He's doing pretty well for himself.
He was singing, what was it the other day that Mom said that he broke into song.
I don't know.
What was the song he broke into the other day?
I have no
From
idea.
wrestling.
Oh, you know what else he does? He watches German nursery rhymes, and he's picked up some of what they say on there. So he's learning German too.
And
or Norwegian, or whatever it is. German, Norwegian.
Norwegian nursery rhymes.
Norwegian.
Yeah.
There, that's what it is. He's learning Norwegian. So...
What did he sing? What was he, Mrs. Gleen, if you're still there, what was he singing the other day? He broke into song. What was the... I can't even think of which one it was.
You suck.
Yeah, you suck. That's what it was.
He was sitting on the couch playing Fortnite, and he died, and he went...
You suck.
You suck.
Yeah.
You suck. That's what he did. It was quite funny.
So the guy kills him, and he starts... First he goes, you suck, and then he starts in with, you suck. You suck.
And he kept the beat, too. It was really funny.
Yeah.
Does he cuss? No.
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 He doesn't do that yet.
Because nobody really,
Nobody cusses around him.
cusses around him?
Yeah.
No, not really, so no.
Yeah.
He just calls people stupid.
I suppose he might cuss he might be cussing in Norwegian. I don't know because I don't understand it.
Oh, man. So, yeah. I don't know. So we then have Keith Lee versus Matt Riddle. And Keith Lee won, and then after the match, Bobby Lashley attacked Keith Lee from behind. And Lashley also took out Matt Riddle, and then it's announced that we're getting Lashley versus Riddle versus Keith Lee at the pay-per-view for the U.S. title. So that's what we're doing there.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
It is pretty exciting.
Anyways. Moving on.
Yeah. Were you waiting for my response to that?
Yeah, I was, but whatever. Moving on.
Well, the thing is, I don't know how to respond because
my point exactly.
Because for trying to make Lashley look tough, right? Having him kind of attack from behind is kind of silly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's a big dude anyway. So why are you trying to make him look weak by having him attack from behind? Just have him go face to face and destroy somebody. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong.
Calls people stupid. I know someone else that says that. Well, who's that futuristic? Hi, Jack. I had a
me. I call people stupid.
Yeah.
I say things are stupid all the time.
Oh yeah. I had a pre-raw nap also, but mine only lasted about an hour. Yeah, you don't get much of a nap. Yes, 3-year-olds. Their brains just soak things up. They don't really know what they are doing. They just do it. Hell, that sounds like me now. So it's not just 3-year-olds. It's older people too. Does cuss just mean swearing? Yes, Jack. Yes, it does. Cuss in London means having a proper go. All right. Just in case y'all missed my previous comment, Becky will be on SmackDown because Seth is on there. WWE doesn't like splitting couples up. James, they're going to make a special.
Yeah, I don't know how true that is because, okay, well, I do think it's true. When they're on the road, they don't like to split couples up, but I think because they're all in the same place right now, I don't think it really matters whether they're on Raw or SmackDown, and so.
Too bad YouTube wasn't around when I was a kid. I could have been walking around speaking Spanish and Japanese. Who could stop me then? You could still learn Spanish and Japanese. Just go start watching some channels. And you will learn Spanish and Japanese. Or do Duolingo. Right now, Mrs. Gleen's doing Duolingo. And she is doing Norwegian too. So, Ryback, but Maven does say stupid. She does. I had an 8-hour nap on Friday. Scott, I hope that's not the last time you've slept. Because that's a long long time to go without sleeping.
Splitting up couples, they're in the same state. They don't like splitting couples up. Didn't Matt Hardy date Lita until I stole her?
That is why they don't split up couples.
Yeah, they were like, we made that mistake.
Yeah.
We're not doing that again. Man.
Having a go means proper arguing. There's improper arguing. Learning Spanish. Learning Spanish and Japanese is hard at this age. I'd rather just be 3 and learn everything with ease. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Rosetta Stone it. You could do that too.
So, next.
I've grown up speaking English my entire life and I don't speak it well.
We have Randy who cuts a promo and he says, I'm gonna do whatever I want. I'm gonna do whatever I want. So, yeah. That was that. So, yeah.
Yeah. Kind of. What? Yeah. Who knows?
We then have Lana and Nia Jax in a tables match.
Well, you knew what was happening here.
Yeah.
Because for whatever reason, they're trying to make Lana look good now.
For whatever reason. Because they're winning the tag titles.
Well, I agree. I think what might have happened and part of the reason they're going to win the tag titles is because they're going to get their main story people out of the tag team division.
Well, yeah, Nia and Shayna need to be split up and they need to feud with one another instead of doing this whole tag team crap. So I think, yeah, they have to take the titles off of them.
Yeah. And that's what's going to happen here. So it's not, and even the Asuka Charlotte thing, they're going to split them up. Mm-hmm. And have them go individually.
Yeah, I agree.
I split like 11 hours a night uninterrupted. It's quite nice. I split. So like you split like sleeping or I don't know.
Randy wins the title? Yeah. I don't believe it.
You should.
Okay, but like I saw that on Twitter. Somebody was like, no, they're not setting up Randy to win the title in Elimination Chamber and then do Edge versus Randy again. And I'm almost afraid they're going to do it. Because they're just that stupid.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, I don't know what, like, I don't know, dude. I really hope it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
But, whatever.
James says, I had a bad dream. Vince gave Jackson Riker a title opportunity. James, that's not called a bad dream. That's called a nightmare. Do you know Nia Jax got backstage unhurt? No, I did not know that, Jono. Lana is the best. Everyone loves Alana, right? Yes, she is the best. Nia had my botch of the night. Yeah.
Well.
Is that unusual?
Well, then Jack went in to tell us what the botch of the night was.
When she falls onto the apron, she screamed, "Ow, my hole." Yes.
Did you miss that?
No, I saw it.
Okay. I was dying laughing. I was like, what did she just say?
And like...
And then I went on Twitter and everybody was like, what did you just say?
It's like it's like right there at the camera. You know?
It was
How
really
you doing, DTA
funny.
Podcast?
Oh, man.
Anyway, back to wrestling. Well, hey, observing stuff, we're here to entertain you. When she falls onto the apron, she screamed, "Ow, my hole." Duolingo is pretty cool. I already read that. Well, like the chat moved, so I was like lost where I was.
Okay.
Duolingo is pretty cool. That and immersion. Watching YouTube videos entirely in Norsk is teaching me proper pronunciation also, and it's teaching the 3-year-old how to speak Norwegian
He listens to the
and
wheels.
English.
He listens to the wheels on the bus in Norwegian.
Yeah. No chance the belt changes before WrestleMania. I heard that to Jack. James, what do you mean WWE don't like splitting up couples? Look at Naomi and Jimmy. Jimmy is on SmackDown and Naomi is on Raw. Well, Jimmy has to show up first. You have to be able to come to work before you can be like anything can be said about that. Nia Jax's theme is terrible. Yeah. I lost it when she said it. Hype level for NXT this weekend, reaction show.
I'm so hyped that I forgot it was happening this weekend, and I'm so hyped that I really don't want to watch it. I'm sorry, guys. I really have such a difficult time watching the NXT stuff. I really do. Like, after Wednesday happens, and then you have, like, Thursday, I'm just like, I don't want to watch it. Like, there is no part of me that is like, I need to watch the NXT from this week. No part of me is like that.
Well, I think a lot of it has to do because of Raw and SmackDown. Because you watch them and you're like, this just isn't good. And we haven't watched NXT UK the last couple weeks, so I don't know what's happened there. And that's the best product that WWE has. Or was the best product. I don't know now. But it was the best product WWE's had. Mm-hmm. NXT is the new main roster. I would like to say that futuristic, but they'll all get called up eventually, and then it's going to screw everything up.
Yeah.
I'm still watching TakeOver Vengeance Day anyway.
The thing about it is, like, I haven't even been watching NXT, and I feel like they did absolutely a terrible job of building up for this takeover because they didn't announce it until, like, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Like, what is that? You didn't even, like, give people enough time to, like, to build it up. I don't even get it. So.
Yeah. I don't know. Where is Rhea? She is with Ricochet and Aleister Black. Missing.
Yeah.
I've got nothing to do on Sunday. I watch wrestling a lot, but I still can't watch. You can't watch or wait. I'm not sure what Jack's trying to say there. He can't watch or he can't wait. One of the two. God, my anniversary is the 13th. James, like, you better sound more excited than that. Because I'm not sure that's like, God, I messed up and I didn't realize my anniversary is the 13th, or, God, my anniversary is the 13th. Oh, jeez. Can't believe it's already coming.
They announced it before that, just had no name associated with it. Ah, cool. They just made a big deal out of it after the name was announced.
Yeah.
I don't know. It
like, you couldn't come up with a name before?
Because even before that, like, I didn't know that we had, I didn't know that there was a takeover on the 14th.
Valentine's Day is on Sunday. Anyone care? Yes. Everybody should care.
Woo.
Dead silence. That's not good when you're on a podcast.
Sorry, I can't watch. I can't be bothered to watch.
Gotcha.
But, like, that's what I'm saying, though. Like, I have no interest in watching the takeover. Like, I just have no interest in watching NXT. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that I have anything against it, but it just doesn't... I'm just not interested in it. Like, there's nothing, like, I don't know.
They actually announced that there was going to be a takeover on Valentine's Day. During War Games, we just didn't know the name of takeover yet. So do you think if they would have named it then, that would, the potential of maybe having more interest would have been there? Because then you build up whatever matches you're going to have, it builds up to that point.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So... will you be doing something regarding St. Valentine's Day massacre in your house? I'm not massacring anybody in my house, Jared.
Probably not.
The bad thing is we have like 9,000 feet of snow right now, and we have 9,000 feet more coming.
Dude, it's a pay-per-view.
Huh?
Did you know there's a pay-per-view called?
Yeah, I know, but there's also like there's actually a time in history with the St. Valentine's Day massacre.
Okay.
So yeah.
Well, cool, but
I'm just saying.
Thinking regarding the pay-per-view.
I know. I'm just like tying in the history thing.
Okay, that's what you do.
Yeah.
Sorry. Continue on.
Anyway, we got 9,000 feet of snow and 9,000 feet more coming, so we're never getting out of our house. I would care about Valentine's Day. but I'm single and never had a girlfriend. All the girls hate me for one reason. I hate the reason too. I'm a wrestling fan. Someone knock me out. Nothing wrong with being a wrestling fan, Futuristic. You know, the thing is don't worry about what other people think. You know? And, you know, just kind of have to live your life, man.
Words to live by.
Yeah.
You know? It was the
Dr. Mr. G here.
It was the you know that really got
that probably got everybody, you know?
Everybody was like, whoa.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, whoa.
Like deep thoughts with Mr. Gleen.
Ah, man. So, we have
I am anti-Valentine's Day.
We have,
2 Valentine's Day for me. God help, guess I won't be able to watch SmackDown. James, you're having Valentine's Day on Friday, too?
So...
James is like a beast, man. He's like...
Lana beat Nia, just in case anybody was wondering.
Yeah.
And then we get Naomi versus Shayna because, well...
Because we had to have an impromptu match.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Naomi won, so that was great.
Yeah.
We then get Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre in the main event. This was freaking pointless! Pointless! Absolutely stupid! Like, I don't understand the point of doing this. Again, this match, this particular match, like, we announced this beforehand on Sunday or whatever, and they're like, yeah, we're getting Randy Orton versus Drew again, and I'm just like, I don't care, okay? Don't care, capital, don't, capital, care, okay? So, like, this is stupid, and nothing even happened during this to make me go, oh, well, okay, I understand why they did this. No, I legitimately do not understand why they did this at all. Randy beat Drew after Sheamus came in and kicked Randy's head off, and then Drew kicked Sheamus in the face, and I'm just like, this is stupid. 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 It was pointless. It was absolutely pointless because this was not worth anybody's time. They didn't even do anything.
I
thought something was gonna happen at the end, like somebody was gonna come out, or somebody was like, great, Sheamus was there, but like, who cares? Sheamus isn't cool. What was the point?
Well, let me tell you why they did this. All right.
I'm gonna guess stupid reasons.
Well, it might be a stupid reason. First off, they don't know how to write.
No.
Okay.
Clearly.
Second, they've been kind of listening to the people because we're gonna have a Sheamus-Drew feud here.
Okay, except the people haven't been asking for a Sheamus.
Okay, but you're gonna get it because they listen. No, that's not the part where I'm talking about. They listen to people. They listen to the people because they don't want to see the same guys in wrestling matches 900 times over and over and over and over again.
So what do? We put Randy Orton versus Drew on the show again for the 45th week in a row.
So they ended up doing that. Okay, and with that, I think it kind of makes it so people go, "What'd you do that for?" Well, that's the reason they did it. I think is because rather than having Sheamus versus Drew for the next 8 weeks, we have Sheamus
versus Randy versus Drew for the next week. Cool.
Okay, but we know Randy's not winning and he's not going to.
I don't care though. I don't care. This is stupid. You have this match. Literally, I'm gonna look it up. How many matches have Randy and Drew had over the last 6 months? Let's look.
Well, who did you want him to wrestle?
Nobody. Personally, nobody. This is stupid to do this match, and it made absolutely no sense why we were doing it. You can put Randy Orton in a match with anybody. You can put Drew in a match with anybody. It didn't need to be Randy.
How you doing, Zandel? It's good to have you here. Thanks for stopping by.
That is not what I
wanted. Drew kicked Sheamus' head off. Yes. Rant o'clock. Yep. But if I said wrestling is better than Supernatural, I don't think I'll be on my feed. Well, Futuristic, they're just not interested in wrestling, so that's part of the problem. I was expecting Alexa to show up. So was I. I thought that's how they were going to end it. Sheamus interrupted the match after his polka dance class. Well, you know, you got to have your priorities straight, and so Sheamus does. He went to his polka dance class and then showed up right after. I mean, like, he had just got out of his class and walked down to the ring. Anniversary one day and Valentine's Day the next day. I am being nice to my wife so I can get a PS5. James, that's not how it works, okay? I hope Edge versus Randy happens at Mania. Yes, because we need Edge versus Randy for the 74th time. Just to make everyone mad. Yes, because we need Edge versus Randy for the 74th time. I hope not, Scott. Well, here we go. Tell me all about the main event. There wasn't much to it. Sorry, Jono. They had over 4 matches. Yes. They should have announced the takeover name a bit sooner, or like way sooner. Mr. G, I've had hair. It's just peach fuzz.
They've had like 6 matches with one another
in the last 2 months.
And various promo segments, let's beat the crap out of each other on Monday Night Raw, let's have tons of interactions on Monday Night Raw, which makes it seem like they've, done way too much stuff together. Well, that's because they have. Because they're a bunch of losers, and creative can't come up with anything better than, let's just do Randy Orton versus Drew again. Because, well, you see, we have nothing better to do, so, yeah, let's do Randy Orton versus Drew again. No, you idiots, nobody wants to see it.
Well, Scott, if you had Gorilla Glue in your hair, okay? First off, I'm going to say, you're an idiot for putting Gorilla Glue in your hair. Now let's get it out. Let's shave it off. And then we just shave your head.
Randy Orton hasn't been good since 2008. I disagree. I think Randy has been good since 2008. I just think that, I think he's done really well over the course of the pandemic. But I think that what's killed him for me is the fact that, they have done the same crap with him over and over again. And that kind of made me go, ugh, this sucks. So.
Yes. I left for a second if I missed anything. You did. You missed a lot.
No, I just yelled about Drew and Randy.
Maven Randon.
I yelled about Drew and Randy probably 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, a month ago, 6 months ago. So you can just find it anytime.
Did you know Doug Flutie is the 24/7 champion? I did not know that. Did Truth get pinned?
Probably.
My cousin told me to get him a PS5 game. I miss when he was young and I could just tape a pound coin to his card. Oh, yeah. Those are the days, aren't they, Jack, when you could just buy a lot of nothing and save a lot of money. We've seen Roman versus Brock Lesnar over 7 times. That's a waste of Gorilla Glue. Some people actually want to use it to glue objects together.
And some people want to use it to glue their hair to their...
Yes. Gluing your hair because you ran out of hairspray.
It's really inventive.
No, it's just dumb. They put the title on Randy at Hell in a Cell just to lose it to Drew 3 weeks later. Yep. Truth got pinned at the flag football game in Florida. Well, I'm glad Doug Flutie has a title. He did have one of the greatest Hail Marys ever. When I could just buy nothing. You could do that too, Jack. Just buy nothing. And say, I forgot your present. And then just buy a PS5 for yourself with games and everything and, say it's your present. Anything in the Twitter feeds?
Nope, not seeing anything.
I'm surprised
worthwhile.
No one mentioned the Super Bowl. We did talk about the Super Bowl a little bit for futuristic at the beginning.
And how I didn't watch it.
Yes. We talked about how it was rigged, and the Kansas City Chiefs are now challenging the game, and they believe that they want a recount first off, and they're still going to talk about how it was rigged. And they're hoping that the recount will get things straightened out and they will win because they think they won by millions, but they're not sure. So we're going to get the recount, and I'm guessing they're going to lose that, and they're just going to talk about how it's rigged. And because after they scored the 3 points, they felt that it was just a lot of mail-in voting that got the other points for Tampa Bay. And so they feel that they were wrongly, that they lost the game wrongly and it just wasn't right. So they're going to challenge it. What's Bitcoins? I think it's like a currency that they use. Doug lost the title to Truth again. Well, shocking. That's because Truth's like the 974 time champion. I'm not buying a next-gen console until later this year. Probably Black Friday. That'd be a good idea. And then the next one will come out. No PS5s. I have Xbox Series X. Mr. G, anything in the Twitter sphere? Maven, no, nothing. Me, they all watched Raw and fell asleep. Chief wasn't a rig. The Bucks has them on lockdown. Hill was struggling, and Travis put Mahomes. Well, futuristic, it was rigged. I'm sorry to tell you. Many times I saw the Chiefs receivers running down the field, and they were grabbed and tackled. I saw it on video.
That is not at all how you play football.
Well, if you don't have the ball, you're not supposed to be tackled.
Okay, then.
And so I think it was rigged, and the Buccaneers got away with a lot of things, and they cheated. And I'm just hoping, that
it's because they have Gronk, right?
There's going to be big rallies, all because of this, and I hope they don't storm the NFL headquarters.
Dang.
Because that'd be bad. I didn't even have an Xbox Series X. I just got one of the original Xbox ones because I don't like being robbed. Kansas played, they never showed up. Yeah, Kansas City, yeah, they just look bad. Super Bowl.
Then how the heck did they make it to the Super Bowl?
Because it was like this is probably the worst game they had all year. I certainly think that the Super Bowl was rigged. See, observing stuff's going to jump on the board with me here. It was rigged, no doubt about it. Tom and Gronk are tag team hackers. Well, Tom doesn't need Gronk. He would just fill in with whoever filled in. I mean, he's done it throughout his career, so it doesn't make any difference. Gronk, whoever they put in there, it doesn't matter. The guy is like the greatest ever. This just in. Harry Potter is an overrated movie. I don't know. I like Harry Potter.
I disagree.
I haven't seen all of them.
I think it's a good movie. I got all of them on DVD, so I think that, I think they're pretty good.
Did y'all see the fan run on the field and get arrested? Yes! Yes, I did. He won. There are rumors, I don't know if it's true or not, there are rumors that he won $175,000 on the bet that a fan would streak onto the field.
Wow.
He put money down, he bet $1,000 and won $175,000. Wow. Don't know if that's true, but I've seen the rumors that's what happened. It cost him. It might not have been $1,000. Might have been more than $1,000 he put down. Might have been $1,000 that cost him to get out of jail. Which, considering he just won $174,000, $1,000 isn't anything. Tom didn't have Gronk pre-2010 and in 2016 and 18. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter who he puts in there. It's interesting how Gronk looked only slightly tall around wrestlers, but he looks like a giant around NFL players. Observing stuff, I said the same thing. Not just a giant. He looks like he's big, like buff, around football players. And then you put him next to a lot of the wrestlers, and I was like...
He's a shrimp.
Dude, he's small.
And a wuss ball for not jumping off that stupid thing.
I love the Harry Potter trilogy. I also own them all on DVD. See, Clark knows what he's talking about. Harry Potter will be coming out with a series on HBO Max.
That's
interesting. Harry Potter is trash. James, I can't believe Harry Potter is going to magically have a spell come out and hit you.
Okay, I've seen all the movies. I've read one of the books, and it was the second one.
James, how dare you speak the truth? I like the Harry Potter
I had to read it for school. So I've only read one of the books. I've never read any of the rest of them.
Remember when there was a cat stopping an NFL game? Yes, I do.
Why was that such a... Yes.
I just wanted to make it more, I want to make it sound more, I don't know, more emphatic.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay then.
Mr. G, what makes a superhero super when there's nothing super about them? Well, I see myself as a superhero, so I will tell you. No, I'm kidding. a superhero, someone that has like powers beyond normal.
I own all Harry Potter books, read all 7, and all movies.
You read all the movies?
Yeah, I've seen all the movies. I've never read all the books. I've only read book 2.
Yeah.
So
that was the Cowboys-Giants Monday night game, where the cat stopped the game. Bad cat. Game of Thrones or Lord of the Rings? I've never seen Game of Thrones, so I don't know.
I've never seen either.
Lord of the Rings, I have seen, and they're good.
Never seen either.
You're a character, Jack. Or you're a hacker, Jack.
Or you're a character.
Jack is a hacker.
Mr. G just puts words in there that aren't there at all to begin with. He makes words up, throws them in there, and is like, that's exactly what it says.
Well, I just looked at it real quick. No, don't yell at me.
How did you get a character out of that?
I don't know.
You're a character. There's no C at the beginning. There's no R. Okay, well, there's an R at the end.
Don't yell at me anymore, okay?
There's no T.
I'm very sensitive.
Man.
To me, Harry Potter is for kids. James, what are you saying?
And adults who like the Wizarding World.
Like, what are you saying?
Why?
Because I like the Harry Potter stuff.
Oh, I think Jack's a hacker because he read all the movies.
Oh.
Yeah, there we go. You can read movies, Jack. That's what it is. That's what it is. Oh, man.
It's not.
Lord of the Rings is classic. I still need to see the Hobbit trilogy. That's hacking. I'm reporting. Oh, man. So.
I haven't seen the Hobbit trilogy either.
I haven't seen it even. I just recently watched some Star Wars films. So
Yeah.
I am, pretty...
Just getting into Star Wars.
Yeah. It's pretty great, actually.
Yeah.
Watched the first movie a couple weeks ago, and then I watched The Mandalorian. And then I now need to watch... What is that movie called? The something about the...
Which one?
What's the second one?
Oh, The Empire Strikes Back?
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
That one. I need to watch that one next.
Yeah.
Because, that's the next one in line. Right. So, yeah.
Can you send some snow
next.
here? FedEx it? Well, Scott, if it would make it there, I'd send you some.
Well,
because we have plenty.
It probably would, because it's kind of cold.
And we have plenty more coming.
Yeah, it's...
And with our temperatures being like... Your refrigerator is warmer than the temperature, what the temperature is going to be here for the next, 2 weeks. Tonight I watched Seinfeld and Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, 2 classics 90s sitcoms. Hey, Clark, those are awesome, both of them.
I really love like late 80s into the 90s sitcoms. I think they're great. I find them highly entertaining.
Really, I will tell you, television pre-90s or into the 90s, mid-90s, I thought was good. Like even like there's like shows from the 60s and 70s that I watch. But like you get beyond like the 90s and there's very few that I will sit and watch.
TV shows nowadays suck.
You need to see Empire and Jedi. Yes, definitely.
It's just facts. TV shows nowadays suck. So, I only watch old television shows. Okay, that's a lie. I do watch some newer television shows, but 90% of them are not very good. I prefer, like, older shows.
How much are you expecting there, Jared? I know they're not sure here. I've seen different amounts. Anywhere from 3 to 21 inches.
Yeah, it's an insane amount of snow.
So, probably tomorrow they'll have a better idea. So... my freezer is warmer than the temp here. Jack, your freezer is way warmer than the temperature here.
It's cold here.
Yeah.
It's really cold.
I'm talking like minus, like right now, our temperature. I'll tell you what our temperature is here right now.
It's cold.
Right now, at this point in time.
It's cold. It's
minus
-4 degrees.
-4 with -19 wind chill.
It's ungood.
And tonight's supposed to be the warmest night of the next 5 nights. So.
Ah, man.
Wrestling was, of course, awesome TV back then. It was, Clark. Like I said, like you go back to the pre-90s or mid-90s, earlier, lots of good stuff on. Have y'all tried Peacock yet? And when will us WWE subscribers move over to Peacock? I have not tried it yet. I've watched stuff on it because they do have some free stuff on there.
Is it March?
And
May.
I think it was March 18th or something like that is when the move is supposed to happen. Like right around there.
Yeah.
Do you watch The Flash, Bones, Supernatural, and Criminal Minds? I have seen The Flash. I haven't watched Flash in a long time. Bones I have watched. Supernatural I have watched. Criminal Minds I have not watched.
I haven't seen any of them.
Yeah. Futuristic Falcon and Winter Soldier. That just came out, didn't it? That's on Disney Plus.
West Wing, Sopranos.
Early Lost, early Simpsons, X-Files, Sherlock, and all of the Star Trek franchise, once Sir Patrick Stewart gets into it, are cool. West Wing I have not watched. Sopranos I have not watched. I watched some of Lost. I watched The Simpsons. X-Files I watched. I have not watched Sherlock. Star Trek, I watched some of the Star Trek stuff.
I've seen some Star Trek, and that's it.
But I haven't watched any of the newer stuff with Patrick Stewart. The newer stuff. You know, the stuff with him. I didn't watch that a lot.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of that except some of Star Trek.
Yeah.
I've never seen The Simpsons.
Yeah. They're saying between 3 to 12 inches. Well, see, we're in the 3 to 21, so who knows what we're going to get. I'm sure that they'll know more tomorrow on where it's going to be for us. I'm guessing we're going to be in the 3 to 8 inch range when it's done. It's also -1 here. Well, that sucks, Jack. March 18th is the move to Peacock, Mr. G. That's what I thought. Oh, he's like asking a question. I heard that's when they're going to be moving over, is March 18th. I don't know for sure. Maven, I think you will like Supernatural. Yeah, you'll like Supernatural. But you got to watch it from the beginning to understand it. You can't come in mid,
Why would anybody want to come in
5.
mid part of the show?
I don't know. Why'd you watch The Mandalorian out of place?
Well, that wasn't really my choice. That
Oh.
was because Jake had it on in the kitchen when I was eating breakfast, and I thought it looked good. And then I just continued to watch the rest of them with him when he was watching it when I was around.
I got you. How you doing, Haynes?
That's what that was.
Watching the Super Bowl yesterday was like watching the Waterboy quarterback got sacked so many times. Mr. G, are the main characters in Supernatural Dean and Sam Winchester? Yes, they are. You are correct. Ding, 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 ding. Winter Soldier new haircut is funny. I'll have to check it out, Futuristic. I own seasons 1 through 4 of The Sopranos on DVD. See, I've never seen The Sopranos. WWE wants to bring in Cardi B to get younger viewers.
I don't know how young they think they're gonna get.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna draw people in like they want it to.
No. I don't think so either. But everything's good. But let's bring in all these people from the outside to our show. The Simpsons was awesome in the 90s. It was never the same after the 90s. I think it's one of those things, except for, their predictions. I think it's one of those things that it's tough to keep a show going for as long as they have. I think they've done a good job for as long as they've kept it going. Never seen Simpsons? Then again, I'm showing my age by saying it was big when I was a kid. Yes, The Simpsons were awesome, or are awesome. Best TV show ever is Breaking Bad. I have never seen Breaking Bad, Ains. Of course, that has to do with prisons, so Ains is all about that. James, wish North Carolina to get snow. You're just a little too far south, James. Mr. G, the move to Peacock is on March 18th. Just Googled it. That's what I thought. Isn't that what I said?
I don't know.
I think I said March 18th.
I think so.
Don't forget about Bobby from Supernatural. He's a beast. Bobby is cool. That guy is pretty cool. I like him. And the Angel dude, what's the Angel guy's name? Can't think of who he is.
Don't ask me. I don't know. I don't think you can truly appreciate The Mandalorian without being fairly up to date with the Star Wars films. Even without being up to date on the Star Wars films, I thought it was pretty freaking cool. I thought it was good.
Yeah.
Now again, I can go back and rewatch it after I watched all the Star Wars stuff, and then I'll be like, oh, well, this is even cooler, or whatever.
Yeah.
So, I don't. Anyways.
Which is worse? Current WWE programming or Mike how do you say that?
I don't know.
Adam Lee era WWE. I would say probably now. Breaking Bad is fantastic. Bringing Cardi B won't boast up the ratings for viewers. No, I don't think so either. Mr. G, did you know Olberg was in The Flash? I did not know that. Cast. What am I casting? It's not exactly suitable for people under 21. Starsky and Hutch, The Hulk, Chips, $1 Million Man, and The Bounty Woman were great shows as well. Yes, they were, James. In fact, I've watched Starsky and Hutch, The Hulk, Chips, The $1 Million Man, and The Bounty Woman all within the last 2 weeks. It's about chemistry, teacher who gets cancer and starts to make meth to fund for his treatment.
Well, that's exciting.
Didn't they go to prison, though?
I don't know.
Am I wrong about that?
Assuming things.
That's the guy from Supernatural, the Angel cast. Oh, gotcha. Jeez, futuristic. You gotta draw me a picture sometime so I know what you're talking about. Castile, that's him. Is the Angel? Yes, Castile. I think that he I love his character. I can't spell his full name. That's okay. No big deal. All right, I think we're gonna take off. Where were you, Jared? You left me hanging. No prison in Breaking Bad. There isn't? Are you sure? What am I thinking of?
I don't know.
Because somebody's wearing orange jumpsuits and something. Sons of Anarchy. Okay, that's the one I'm thinking of. I haven't seen that one either.
Okay, then.
So I got my shows mixed up. See, that's what happens when you don't watch them. Ains, I take back everything I just said. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it, okay?
Oh, man.
You like the show because you like the show. It has nothing to do with prison. All right? I'm taking that back. It's kind of late for the little lady. Well, yeah.
It's kind of not.
Yeah, it is kind of late for the little lady. We were thinking that too. But it's okay. Because the 3-year-old was up till 3 o'clock this morning.
I was asleep way before then.
Yeah.
So, I think
Crowley was great too. Yeah, there's another one. See, that futuristic, there's a lot of good characters in Supernatural. I've seen it 3 times. Which one? Oh, Breaking Bad? Or Sons of Anarchy?
Could be both.
Probably Breaking Bad.
Who knows? Not I.
The Crown is great too.
Never seen that.
We'll have to check that out too.
Is that on Netflix?
I was about to cry and go steal my neighbor's bike so I can go back to jail after that remark.
It's on Netflix. That's what I thought. I thought it was on Netflix.
I'm sorry, Haynes.
But I didn't.
Haynes, I take back everything. Everything. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. Good night, guys. The show. See you all Wednesday. See you, James.
What was that?
I don't know. I was trying to figure out what he said. No clue. So, with that, I shared the show. That's what I thought you were trying to say. I thought that's what he was trying to say, and he left out shared the show.
And you just read it really weirdly.
Well, it said good night, guys, and I was trying to make sense of what he's trying to say there. My dad loved the Rockford Files. The Rockford Files is good too. It's another one that I'll watch.
I don't know. Have I seen that before?
You've come through the room when I've been watching it.
I don't know for sure.
Yeah.
I watch more TV shows than I do movies.
Yeah.
But I just don't. Sometimes I don't know what I'm watching because it'll be on in the background.
Yeah.
You're watching it or whatever, and I'll just be like, oh, well, this is neat. I don't.
Like Spike. It's okay, Mr. G. Jeez, I've got Titanic on TV. Now I'm going to cry while eating Cheetos.
Cheetos are delicious. I've never seen Titanic, though.
Ains, I'm going to tell you something. The ship sinks. Just so you know.
Wow.
Oh, I just broke it.
I think it's past Mr. G's bedtime. Oh, man.
I actually had a nap today, so after being up until 3 o'clock this morning with the 3-year-old, which was awesome. So did The Undertaker do good tonight? Yes! The Undertaker did do good tonight.
Fabulous. He wasn't on the show.
He was awesome.
Well, see, the thing is that, like, we don't know that he wasn't on the show because he might have been, like, making his entrance, like, beforehand or, like, after the show went off the air. So, like, I mean...
Yeah. You never saw Titanic? I've seen Titanic.
I've never seen it. Nope, never seen it.
Yeah. Futuristic, I'm sorry.
I don't watch many movies. I've told you guys this before. I really don't watch many movies. It's not that I have anything against movies. I just don't have... Like,
she just doesn't watch them.
No, I really don't watch movies.
I'm sorry, Futuristic. I didn't mean to break the movie to you. Been in jail 30 years waiting to see this movie, and it got spoiled in 20 seconds. Put me in the hole already. I'm sorry, Ains. I didn't mean to. Just trying to help you out. Jack, chill, man. Did he fight Jake the Snake or the Ultimate Warrior? He fought the Ultimate Warrior because Jake right now is currently Jake the Snake is currently in AEW, so he's not even in WWE anymore. But the Ultimate Warrior, his spirit still lives on in WWE, and they had a heck of a match. Who takes a longer entrance, Undertaker or The Fiend? That's a good question.
Undertaker. It's not even a question.
Yeah, I'd say probably The Undertaker.
Fiend can walk down the ramp faster than him, so it's The Undertaker.
They have 5 songs for The Undertaker for his entrance because...
Yeah.
It's like one just isn't long enough.
Pretty much.
Nah, I'm a snake. Yeah, see. So yeah, I think we're gonna take off. Undertaker. Yes, Voltaire, definitely the Undertaker, no doubt about it.
So, till Wednesday. Today is Monday.
Yes.
Wednesday, we have AEW.
We will be back Wednesday with AEW.
Fun.
Yes.
So?
Queen of England has the longest entrance. Yes, that is correct. Man, Ains, you've got quite an education in prison, didn't you? The Rock Show next Tuesday on NBC, guys. Yes. See you guys Wednesday for AEW. Yes, we'll be here for AEW. With that, we're taking off. Everybody, peace out.